Hello everyone and welcome to episode 69 nice of the TEW 2020 New Japan Pro Wrestling Series here on the channel. It is the New Beginning Tour, and with that being the New Beginning Tour, we open up the tour with the US show, as I think this should be a fun little show. As far as the main event, AJ Styles vs Katsuyori Shibata for the US title, as I will see if AJ Styles is up for the challenge of carrying Katsuyori Shibata in that main event. The co-main event, though, New Japan Strong Openweight title matchup, Brody Lee versus Ayato Tamura. Of course, Brody didn't technically lose the scramble matchup as far as he wasn't like the deciding pin or anything, but so that's why this rematch is happening. And for Ayato Tamura, this is a great chance to really show his stuff, because that's a hell of a co-main event. Wouldn't be surprised that's better than the main. And then in a hardcore matchup, Jay White versus Tyler Black. House of Torture versus House of Black colliding in a hardcore matchup. That should be a fun match, though. I'm excited to see how that one plays out. The Never Openweight 6-man tag team title matchup, Flight Club of Hayato Jr. Fujita against, of course, as far as Top Flight, taking on Kenta, Rey Fenix, and Pac. That should be a fun little 6-man. Claudio Castagnoli is going to take on Eddie Kingston on this card. Also, Kazuchika Okada and Rocky Romero are taking on Evil and Black Taurus in the undercard. Coughlin and Connors taking on the Young Bucks. And then we're going to have Los Ingobernables de Japón versus Kingdom of Strong Style. Basically building up, as far as Kushida and Bushi / potentially SB Kento. Depending off Bushi beats Kushida. But as well as that's going to be Sonata and Shingo. And I believe on the Kingdom of Strong Style side, Alex Shelley, Kushida, and Jeff Cobb and Hammerstone, I believe will be in that matchup. We'll take a look at the other two, major cards of the New Beginning in Sapporo and the New Beginning in Osaka shows once we run this show. Since it's the US show, and to give it a little bit of a different showcase compared to the other matches. But everything's pre-booked, ready to go. So we can run it. Oh, they already got us in Chicago. That's nice, but we have to actually, pick the venue. New Japan World. Tyler Black and Roshi Tanahashi's Tyler Black was brought for us court, accused of making a mess backstage and not cleaning it up, annoying everyone else. The judge for Roshi Tanahashi found him guilty and sentenced to clean it up, and then buy drinks from after the show. Personality's an egomaniac. It's wild. And Bryan Danielson and Roshi Tanahashi was the main event last year. We're not topping that. I know that much. Jesus Christ. As, we gotta see here. I want to say, isn't the Wells Fargo's where the Sixers play? I'm trying to think. They don't think they'll probably have the place where the Bulls play. Yeah, not looking like it. Oh, well, first of all, we're in the tri-state area. That definitely helps. There we go. We're in the fucking Great Lakes. Yes, the All-State Arena. There we go. Perfect. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I believe that should be the biggest 18 set. Oh, actually, this is where the Bucks play, the Bradley Center. But I want to keep us in Chicago for this one. Oh, nationwide, yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, I didn't know the Quicken Loans Arena holds 20,000 people. That's wild. God damn. There we go, the United Center. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. It's crazy I haven't ran here since September of 2023. Crazy. Alright, so AJ Styles, Katsuyori Shibata for the US title, and we have a new champion. It's about time AJ gets a belt after he's come back to New Japan. It's perfect time to do that. As far as, well, actually, he is the, at one point, he was obviously a Never Openweight 6-man, and I believe he was also New Japan Strong Openweight champion, yes. Last year, so I guess he has been champion before, but as far as, like, an IWGP heavyweight, title, it's the United States one, but still, it's a big deal. 46 years old for AJ Styles. Crazy that he's still shucking along here. Then Brody Lee, Hayato Tamura. As Tamura's going to retain against Brody Lee. We're going to give them a little bit more time in the main event, actually. No, it's kind of ass backwards sometimes than what we usually do, but Hayato Tamura, I think Brody Lee, we should have a banger as far as their history. Oh, wow, they've never had a singles match. That's pretty cool. First time meeting. Really get that in this save, as far as now that we're so many years in. So that's super cool. Super cool. And I believe the Jay White Tyler Black hardcore matchup is next. As Tyler Black will win. So that's a huge win for Tyler Black, first of all, over Jay White. Massive. Never avoid 6-man tag team title matchup. Flight Club, Task Force Death. Ray Fenix going to beat Hayato Jr. Vegeta there. It's a successful defense for Task Force Death. Then Claudio and Eddie Kingston. Good stuff there. Claudio's going to beat Eddie Kingston. Keep it up with his winning ways. So Okada and Rocky versus Evil and Black Taurus. As Okada's going to beat Evil, of course, the Intercontinental Champion. Looked pretty strong. Then Coughlin Connors against the Young Bucks. Matt Jackson's going to beat one and a half of the, as far as whichever one of Coughlin and Connors. So Coughlin Connors and the Young Bucks, the reason why this match is taking place. So Coughlin Connors, they're a part of the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Title Tournament that's happening right now. The finals will be happening at the New Beginning in Sapporo show. But the Young Bucks, they were not a part of the tournament, so just to kind of prove that they are a great team still, wanted to give them a matchup and a win over a team that has won, in as far as in the first round, against Coughlin Connors, so that's kind of why that match is taking place. And then the opener, of course, the 8-man technical match class matchup to kick off the show, as Shingo Takagi is going to beat Alexander Hammerstone. So, a little post-show stuff as well, as we'll have one with Rushmore, as far as, you know, the new U.S. champion, and a successful win by the Young Bucks, just kind of putting them over. As far as AJ's, it's great to have some IWGP Gold around his waist again. It's been a long time coming, and he's not done though. You know, as far as he's ready to defend this belt all over the world. Good shit there. And then there's going to be one, and a big one, for Tyler Black, House of Black. We'll just have it be Tyler for now. Tyler Black. Tyler Black, you know, saying, you know, he proved House of Black is better than House of Torture and beating Jay White tonight. Says he's been here for a hot minute now, and he wants to face the best of the best. You know, he wants to take on guys that he saw when he was dominating the world, you know, as far as obviously part of WWE, but that's what he, you know, his words. And he challenges Kazuchika Okada. Because Okada, you know, he says he's the best in the world. He's got that IWGP Intercontinental title. I'm an Intercontinental champion, you know, as far as I've held that belt. I've been one of the best in the world for quite some time now, and I'm going to be the one that slays the Rainmaker, you know, as far as Tyler Black. Some strong words for Okada. As far as, and that match is going to take place at the New Beginning in Osaka show, so that match becomes official after tonight. So that's a big win for Tyler Black to beat Jay White and to go on to potentially take on Kazuchika Okada. Massive. Massive indeed. So we can run the show now. 73 for the opener. It's not bad at all. As Last of the Dragon from Shingo and Hammerstone. Figured Bushi and SB Kento would be the worst guys in this matchup, just because they don't really have the overness there. Probably should have had Jeff Cobb lose, but it is what it is. 79 for the next matchup is Coughlin Connors against the Young Bucks, as Matt Jackson with the Meltzer driver over Alex Coughlin in 14 minutes. 23,000 on the United Center. And Okada and Rocky versus Evil and Black Taurus. Probably could have gave that a little bit more time. It's cool that Black Taurus is the second best guy in this matchup, though. It's Okada with the Rainmaker over Evil. And an 80 for Claudio and Eddie Kingston. Claudio with the neutralizer. Sucks that Claudio was off his game, so it kind of hurt the match a little bit, but it's still a decent little matchup. It's an 87 for the Never Openweight 6-man tag team title matchup. Top Flight, well, I guess, you know, Flight Club, in its entirety against Task Force Death, as Ray Fenix and the Meteor on Hayato Jr. Vegeta getting the win there. So 92, 91, and 88. Of course, that Task Force Death team is pretty fucking awesome. Just rolling right along. 81 for Jay White and Tyler Black. It's Tyler Black with God's Last Gift. I want to say, that'd be a cool finish on the chair or something, or through a table. Be pretty sick. It's a fun match, though. Or even off the the top rope through a table, something crazy like that. 78 though for Brody Lee and Hayato Tamura. I'm surprised this match was not better than the co-main, or was not better than the previous matchup rather. As Hayato Tamura making his first defense of the New Japan Strong Openweight title, wins with the jackhammer over Brody Lee. He was the better guy in the matchup. We'll see how the main event does. Boy, it's a 71 as AJ Styles with the Styles Clash in 23-18. That's gotta be one of the worst as far as big time shows we've had in a very, very long time. Yeah, post-show press conference with the Rushmore team, and with Tyler Black, of course, issuing the challenge to Kazuchika Okada for the Intercontinental title. Yeah, that was real bad. Figured it was going to be bad, didn't think it was going to be that bad, but sometimes you gotta humble yourself with this thing. That's crazy that, like, Tyler Black and Jay White, figured that was going to be a pretty good matchup, but I didn't think that was going to be the second best thing on the card. I thought for sure it would be, Tamura and Brody. That's just crazy. That just, boy, we needed a little humbling with that show. I figured it was going to be bad. Didn't think it was going to be that bad. But AJ, and then we'll go Tyler Black. And I guess we'll go with Kenta or Ray Fenix. I'll go Kenta, since we just put over Ray Fenix on the previous night at Fantastica Mania. God damn. Well, can only go up from here, as now we're going on to the Japan side of the tour, to the New Beginning in Sapporo and Osaka shows. Those should be much better, though. I think, the New Beginning in Sapporo main event is Naito and Aroma against Golden Ace, so that should be a banger, and hopefully everything goes well, as, we'll be there for the tour show now. Alrighty, so the New Beginning in Sapporo show, the card looks like this, as, of course, the main event, Naito and Hiromu versus Golden Ace for the IWGP Tag Team titles. Junior Heavyweight title matchup, Bushi versus Kushida. It's fun that we get to do this match here again, because obviously this was a match that happened, by this point, 2024. Probably about a good 6-7 years or so by that point. It's pretty wild, so it'd be nice to kind of give that, the newer audience, as far as people that weren't watching during that time just because of age or whatever, to give them that matchup. Then New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team title tournament finals matchup as Walter and Lee Moriarty versus the Astronauts. I think it's a good team selection to have those two teams be in the finals of this New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team title tournament. Two teams that, at least the Astronauts, they've been given, tag team title opportunities, but have never reached the big one. And for Walter and Lee Moriarty, what a fun little team they are. They have the chemistry boost, and they are just nice little big man, little man team. It's great. As far as that's going to be a fun little matchup, though. I'm excited to see how that plays out. Then the sixth man, Rushmore of Roddy and the Bucks, taking on, I believe that's going to be Roddy and the Bucks. That actually might be AJ and the Bucks, but I'm pretty sure it's Roddy and the Bucks against Brody Lee in the Order of Destruction. That should be a banger. And then Kenta and Pac versus Jay White and Miro. As far as that's a fun little matchup to have for, as far as a bounce back match for Jay White, but also, as far as potentially down the road, a never openweight 6-man tag team title matchup for House of Torture versus Task Force Death. And then Sonata and Shingo against Hammerstone and Shelley. Obviously, since we're doing Bushi and Kushida, it just makes sense to do another LIJ Kingdom of Strong style matchup. Then Hayato Tamura and Kyle O'Reilly versus Justice of Juice Robinson and Nare. Obviously, we're doing Tamura and Juice at the New Beginning in Osaka show. So a little building there. And we're keeping up with Claudio, kind of running through the Task Force Death team. It's Claudio versus Pentagon Jr. as the opener to kick off that show. Should be a fun little matchup, though, as, that's a match I would very much love to see in real life, but also I think that's going to be a fun opener to have, as Claudio's been doing pretty well for himself here so far, just early on the run, and I think the opener spot is a good spot for him. Then the Osaka show, as let me just scroll on down, there we go, I think we got it all. Yeah, we got it all, but IWGP Intercontinental title matchup, Tyler Black versus Kazuchika Okada, and Malachi Black versus Shotaro Ashino for the never openweight title. Fun little main and co-main there. A little story of Chaos versus House of Black. Just makes sense. From that perspective, we already talked about Juice and Hayato Tamura for the New Japan Strong Openweight title. Because, Juice won the New Japan Rumble. But SB Kento versus Kushida, so we're going to see Kushida beat Bushi, but can he beat the newest edition of LIJ and SB Kento? What a win that would be for SB Kento. The odds are stacked against them, but also, we got the anniversary show coming up, so we're going to get Kushida and Nakamura as well, as far as that's kind of in the foreground. So potentially, some big shit's popping off there. But Brody, in the Order of Destruction, taking on Golden Ace and Leona Fujinami, 6-man tag. We're going to have Golden Ace in the Order of Destruction tag team title matchup at the, probably not the anniversary show, but probably the New Japan Cup, the final show of that. So, just a little building there. Then Task Force Death, House of Torture, 8-man tag. Again, we'll probably be doing Task Force Death, House of Torture, the Never Win 6-man tag team title matchup at the anniversary show. So we're doing, building to that matchup. And then Mexa Blood versus United Empire, 3v3. It's going to be, obviously, Ryu Lee, Samurai Del Sol, and Dorada against probably Gresham, Makabe, and probably Gulak. I believe it's going to be Gulak. It might be Lee Moriarty, though. I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that's the 6-man matchup there. Obviously, no strangers of each other, with Mexa Blood and Jonathan Gresham and Daniel Makabe. And then the opener, Robbie Eagles, El Kakui versus Rocky Romero and Yo. Since we're ending the show with some House of Black Chaos matches, makes sense to open up the show with House of Black versus Chaos. As that should be a fun little opener, though. Nice little junior tag team matchup. As that's the cards, as far as the major cards. The Road 2 shows, we have 4 matches pre-booked on each Road 2 show. There's 4 of them. So that's nice. We're going to basically have to add 2 matches to each show. So the first show, like I said, Kanto, probably run Chubu, though, since it's been a hot minute since we've ran Chubu. Man, the economy in the wrestling industry in New Japan, or just in Japan right now, is in the fucking toilet. Not a great time to be booking in Japan. As what is Pac doing? Oh, he wants to put over Fuminori Abe. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. As the main event, probably LIJ versus Tanahashi, Ibushi, and Taguchi. As LIJ, Hiromu, Naito with SB Kento. So I think that's going to be a fun little 6-man matchup. SB Kento going to beat Raisuke Taguchi there. Should be fun. And Sanada and Bushi against Hammerstone and Kushida. Sanada's going to beat Hammerstone. 20 minutes, obviously, Sanada and Bushi, they have that chemistry boost. So that should be a pretty good matchup. And then the 8-man of Dragon's Den versus the Court of Justice. Court of Justice is going to get the win. This is a technical masterclass, so this will open up the show. Juice is going to beat Sho. And then Makabe versus Kosai Fujita. Obviously, Young Lion versus Established Talent. We all know how that's going to play out. But yeah, and then as far as we need a Steal the Show matchup, I kind of want to see how Gresham and Makabe can do. Or not Gresham, Makabe. Gresham and Moriarty do here against a, maybe Velocities. Just kind of thinking. Team we haven't really been using. Or even, trying to think. Could even go with Casanova and Myron Reed. Don't hate that. Kira Francesco is healthy again, though. So we'll have Gresham get the win. Nice, nice. So for the 6th match on this card, it's kind of interesting because I really don't know as far as what we should add. Should it be a co-main event? Should we have a better main event? It's kind of up in the air. Go with the tag for now. See what we get. I mean, Takeda and Sujora could use a match. Haven't seen them in a hot minute. And we'll have them take on Harada and Goto. Since both those guys we haven't used in a hot minute as well. Everybody's pretty much ice cold in this matchup. As we will give this win to Tomoya Harada. Hopefully he's better than everybody else in that matchup. We'll see. It's going to be pretty close. Yeah, first night of the, at least the tour shows in the books. It's a 70 for the opener. That's not bad at all. Hail Tomorrow, the 78. Best guy in the match by far. Makes sense the show takes the fall. Juice with the Pulp Friction now. As he gets a 62. That's Juice Robinson. So him and Kyle do the same. Garcia did pretty well. He was off his game too, so it could have been even better. Not bad at all. 71 for Makabe and Kosai Fujita. So the arm trap German suplex from Makabe. Jesus Christ, a 43. Brutal. Brutal stuff there. Yeah, I mean, Sujoro was better than Harada, but it is what it is. I can't believe they didn't have the overness there. I thought for sure they would have. I was not really paying attention now. So there is that. Myra Reed, Christian Casanova, Lee Moriarty, Jonathan Gresham, Octopus Stretch from Jonathan Gresham. Fun little matchup there. Some talented motherfuckers in that match. For sure, 77 for Sonata and Bushi against Kushida and Hammerstone. Sonata with a skull end over Hammerstone. Yeah, it just makes sense. Sonata, best guy in the match by far, gets the win. And the 78 for our main event, as LIJ getting the win over the Golden Ace Raisuke Taguchi team as the SB Shooter. For SB Kento over Raisuke Taguchi. Hell of a win. And, Bushi's killing it. Hiromu's killing it. That tag match is going to be crazy. Excited to see how that plays out, that's for sure. So yeah, that's not bad at all for the first day of the tour. Well, I guess second day of the tour, but the first day of the actual tour section of the schedule. But yeah, on to day 2 we go. Alright, so it's the final tour show before the New Beginning in Sapporo show. So that should be exciting to see how this plays out, as Fujinami gives the locker room lift when he provided a crate of free drinks for everyone. Nick Jackson brought forward wrestlers court, accused of making a mess backstage and not cleaning it up, as the judge Hiroshi actually found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks after the show. Okay, so the main event, so far haven't really found like the match that's really calling to me to be the main. This is a fun little 6-man though, since Astronauts and Volter and Lee Moriarty are battling out for the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team titles. Just makes sense to build it up with this 6-man. Task Force Death, House of Torture, this 8-man tag, as Kent is going to beat Drew Parker. This is probably the co-main. But that should be a fun-ass match. Jeff Cobb and Alex Shelley versus Shingo and SB Kento. Shelley is going to beat SB Kento, so that's a huge win for Alex Shelley in 20 minutes. Then Dante Martin versus Ren Narita, which is a 10-minute matchup there. Obviously an undercard matchup. So we do need a technical masterclass, and we need a steal the show matchup. So as far as... kind of want this to be the steal the show match. So we'll just go ahead and make that happen. Nice. Nice. So, as far as what could be a potential main, obviously we have the Hiromu Naito, Golden Ace matchup. I mean, do we build towards Kazuchika Okada and Tyler Black is the question. I think so. I think we could have a match here that could build up to it. So we can have Okada and Francesco versus Tyler Black and Robbie Eagles. Nice little return match for Francesco. And that gives Akira Francesco a win over Robbie Eagles too. Nice to see that. Nice. Yeah, we'll have that be the main. Then the technical masterclass matchup. Kind of want to see Hayata Jr. Fujita and then Darius Martin just team up just to kind of get that. Bronson Snyder's here off of Excursion. Stats are not great though, and out of respect, I don't know why his stats are so bad, but just out of respect for him, even though he's been on Excursion for like 2 years, we definitely gotta edit his shit, because it is not good. Well, I mean, this is solid, but like the actual stuff that matters, it's not great. Psychology and his charisma is a little bit higher than I would say, and a lot of things are just kind of out of whack for him, so we'll definitely be editing him when the time comes, probably next episode before we get there. Selling is terrible too. That's kind of funny. We'll probably keep that just for the sake of that. But yeah, Hayata Jr. Fujita and Darius Martin taking on the team of, let's go with Reynolds and Silver. will give them a win. So John Silver getting the win for his team. And day 2 of the tour in the books. Just like that. Perfect. Yeah, we just gotta make sure we're running a good venue for this. Think it's going to be, yes, the Amino Value Hall. So I haven't ran there since December, just makes sense. 55 of the opener, as a auto tuner for Jeter with a Whiplash next drain. Gotta love that. As an Inzaguri win for John Silver over Darius Martin. 51. Jesus, as Dante Martin or Rennerita, this match fucking sucked. As, Dante obviously getting the win. Nice little 450. There's Jeff Cobb and Alex Shelley. Beating SB Kento and Shingo Takagi as a nice win for Alex Shelley and Jeff Cobb. But Alex Shelley beating SB Kento. That's a nice little win there. The underarm snap STO from Alex Shelley. 75 for the 6th man of United Empire and Blastoff. Volter pinning Jason Leaf, the Burning Lariat. Fuck yeah. It's Volter and Abe. And DQ Namori did really, really well. That match is going to be really fun to see how that plays out. Let the chemistry boost and whatnot, that could actually be a solid matchup. But 82 for the 8-man. It's Kenta pinning Drew Parker after the Kenta combo into the Basaiku knee. As, Pac killing it there with a 91. Solid shit there. Great stuff. Great stuff to see. 79 for Okada and Francesco gets Eagles and Tyler Black as Akira Francesco with the Akira Assault over Ravi Eagles. I mean, that Okada and Tyler Black match is going to be something special, I think. I really do think that has a good ceiling to have as far as for it to be like a 95-plus rated match. So I'm excited to see how that plays out once we get to the New Beginning in Osaka. But on to the New Beginning in Sapporo. 3 title matches. How many, as far as who's going to be the first New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions? Will it be Volter and Lee Moriarty? It's going to be the Astronauts. And as Bushi, as far as how's he going to do against Kushida. And, that main event, though. Excited to see how that plays out, because I'm still wanting that 100. Need that 100 match rating. One of these matches is going to do it, goddammit. Alrighty, so, they got us already in the Sapporo Dome. Perfect. New Japan World. No backstage instance, so we can get right into it. As the main event, Tetsuya Naito, Hiromu Takahashi versus Golden Ace. And Golden Ace will retain. Tanahashi's going to beat Hiromu, as Hiromu taking that loss. That's a tough loss to have as far as for that team. What a run they had, and to get a 2v2 rematch. Falling up short there, it's tough. But bigger and better things, I think, for LIJ in the future, though. As far as, the Tag League Finals was a 99. Should be another 99 here. The triple threat tag match was a 99 as well. This is the trilogy, though. So there is that. It has been a while, as far as, at least since the last match. But still, 4 matches in the span of a couple of months is pretty tough. Hopefully it works out, though. Hopefully that's a banger. So the co-main event. The junior heavyweight title matchup, Bushi Kushida. As Kushida's going to get the win, obviously. 26 minutes. So we're going to have Kushida and SB Kento at the New Beginning in Osaka show. In the Volter, Lee Moriarty, Astronauts, New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team title matchup, Takuya Nomura getting the win. As the Astronauts are going to be the first ever New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions. It just feels like that makes sense. It's going to be a pretty close match, though, so I'm excited to see how the ratings play out in that, but I think that's the right decision. As in Dark Order, Rushmore, it is Roddy. Okay, I figured so. So Brody's going to beat Roddy in 20 minutes. Fun match, though. I think it's a hell of a 6-man. Kenta and Pac, Jay White, and Miro. As look at Miro beating Pac. Huge win for the Jay White Miro team. As, that's a banger. Banger of a matchup there. Sonata and Shingo against Hammerstone and Shelley. Sonata's going to get the win over Alex Shelley. Yeah, just kind of a little bit more firepower on the team on the left there. But should be a fun match, though, nonetheless. This Dragon's Den Justice matchup. Did, Oh yeah, it's coming up here. Okay, I was about to say, did I forget it? No, it's right here. Saya Tamura going to beat Hanare in 20 minutes. Nice little win, and then Claudio Pentagon Jr. Technical Masterclass matchup. Claudio getting the win. Now, it's going to be some angles here, so we'll add those now. So the first one is going to be as far as at ringside. Actually, we'll just have this be at ringside, just showing up. We have showing up at ringside Ghetto, Jay White, and they're watching, looking on, impressed with what they're seeing with Claudio Castagnoli. And Claudio, walks to the back, and then Jay White and Ghetto, standing there clapping, and just being like, it. You'll see, just as far as you started the night off, beating Task Force Death, and we're gonna finish it when we beat Kenta and Pac. So just a little, maybe trying to swindle Claudio Castagnoli to join the dark side here, if you will, and joining House of Torture. As far as, I don't think we're gonna have any post-show press conferences or anything like that. We'll just run the show and see what we get. So 69 for the opener. It's Claudio Castagnoli with the neutralizer in 1626. 40,000 on hand though in the Sapporo Dome. Then the next matchup, Dragon's Den versus Justice. Hell of a tag match for Tamura and Kyle O'Reilly, as Tamura submitting Hanare with the Just Face Lock in 20 minutes. And then 75 for Sonata and Shingo against Shelley and Hammerstone. Thought for sure this match would be better, but it is what it is. Obviously, because it had to be a Steel Show matchup, I think it hurt the match a little bit. But yeah, Sonata and Shingo, Shelley doing a really good job. Even Hammerstone's getting better. But the rounding body press from Sonata on Shelley, they picked up the win on 93 for Kenta and Pac against Miro and Jay White. What a team though, in Pac and Kenta, as Miro pinning Pac the bullplex though. Massive win for the Miro Jay White team. 85 for the 6-man of Dark Order and Rushmore. It's Brody pinning Roddy with the Brody bomb. Good stuff. Brody was an 82 though. That's nice to see. Brody actually did better here than at the US show, which is kind of funny. But yeah, Hobbs was, did better than Matt and Roddy. Yeah, right decision, for sure. But Nick Jackson with a 93 though is no slouch at all. 82 for the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team title matchup. Astronauts win, but they probably shouldn't have, as Walter and Lee Moriarty with an 86 and 74. Man, that's brutal. But Kitamura with the Dragon Suplex win over Lee Moriarty. I mean, that's tough. That's tough to see. That's a hell of a team. I mean, United Empire is so awesome. It's crazy how many variables that they have as far as like teams-wise, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see how well they're doing. And 82 for the Junior Heavyweight title matchup between Bushi and Kushida, as Kushida with the Kushida lock, making out his 4th defense of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. Right decision. Kushida getting the win with Kushida lock. And our main event, damn, it's a 98 Golden Ace, make their first defense of the IWGP Tag Team titles, as Naito and Hiromu, hell of a run as champions, looking to get maybe a second reign here, but unfortunately fall short. Tanahashi gets the win over Hiromu. Tanahashi's in-ring performance kind of dipped a little bit. I don't know if that was because of the lack of stamina, maybe. Maybe he's starting to decline finally. Yeah, he is declining physically now. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty on brand, though. Hell of a match, though. Hell of a fucking match. A 95 for the show. We got bailed out because of that main event. Because the rest of the show, I mean, it was kind of hit and miss. That Jay White Miro Kenta Pac match, though, that was a hell of a match. Did not expect that to be the second best thing on the card for some reason. Don't know why. Because, yeah, Kenta and Pac are both fantastic. Had some really good stuff, though. As far as who to put over, I think we're going to go with Ibushi and Hiromu. Yeah, we'll go with, since we did Kenta last time, we'll go with Pac now. That Task Force Death team is quite special. Quite special indeed. So, yep, Sapporo in the books. Now on to the New Beginning in Osaka show. Tyler Black, Kazuchika Okada, Malachi Black, and Shotaro Ashino. Should be fun. Should be fun to see how those matches play out. And also Juice and Tamura should be a banger as well. But yeah, I mean, the New Japan Strong titles really coming along now. We got the new tag team titles, and now the New Japan Strong Openweight titles been getting used a lot more. been exciting. Been exciting to see. Alrighty, so the now road to new beginning in Osaka begins. Main event though, Tyler Black, Malachi Black versus Okada and Ashino. That's going to be crazy. As Katsuya Kitamura off for Wrestler's Court, he's not joining the rest of the locker room for a night out. As the judge, Hiroshi Tanahashi, found him guilty and sends by drinks from after the show. Kojima, oh god, Jesus, not the handbook. As Kojima passing on microphone work to Tamura, then Shibata passing on styling to SP Kento. As for obviously main here. Oh no, it is Ashino. Okay, I was about to say. I thought it wasn't. Yes. As El Kakui is going to interfere against Shotaro Ashino, which is going to cause the win for Tyler Black over Ashino. I could have swore... Yes, this was supposed to be for day 4, so we're going to... It probably won't let me move it, because I always forget if it does or doesn't when we're at this screen. Let's see. Of course, it doesn't. Also, Heiara Tamura, Daniel Garcia, Court of Justice, as Taichi's going to beat Daniel Garcia there, and Fujinami versus Yuto Nakashima. But that is fucking annoying to see. Yeah, so we'll just kind of leave that for now. So now we're going to add 3 matches instead. Just great. Just great. We will go with, as far as... I feel like SB Kento and Kushida doesn't really need a lot of building, so we probably won't do that. We could do Brody and Black Taurus, though, against Fujinami and, I guess, Ryusuke Taguchi? Oh, that's right, he's already wrestling tonight, too. God damn it. We could go with... Dorada and Flamita against Drew Gulak and Gavin McGavin. I haven't used Gavin McGavin in a hot minute, so it'd be nice to see. I think we'll have this be the Steal the Show match. So we'll have Flamita beat Gavin McGavin. Nice. Oh yeah, that's right, Fujinami is working right there. So I guess we could just switch that out, because it's not a big deal. Let's just have Evil over Yuto Nakashima. First time meeting. Weirdly enough. Nice. Yeah, now we'll go back to this. Brody and Black Taurus. And Fujinami. And Ryusuke Taguchi. Go 16. Yeah, Black Taurus over Taguchi. Just want to double check real quick and make sure Taguchi's not going to be able to work this match for that long. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to double check that. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, let's have a 6-man for the opener. Francesco with Rocky and Yo. And we'll go with... Thinking Top Flight? Top Flight Naoya Jr. Fujita? Yeah, that's a good call. Or we can go Coughlin Connors and Carl Fredericks. I think that's what we'll do instead. We haven't really used them. We haven't used Carl Fredericks, but, you know, we've used, obviously, Coughlin Connors this tour. It's Francesco going to be Carl Fredericks. Poor Carl Fredericks. Not sure what exactly happened, but the wheels on the bus fell the fuck off. That is for sure. Yeah, we're booked, ready to go. Just gotta run somewhere that's not... Yes, we'll run the Sendai Sun Plaza. Alright, Chaos. And House of Nokiism, Chaos getting the win. It's Francesco. Nicely done. Obviously an upset, but wanted to give Francesco another win. They wanted to make Chaos look a little bit stronger than what they usually are. Evil versus Yuto Nakashima's Evil getting the win. Cooled the crowd, actually. So that's fun. 64 for Dorada and Flamita against Gavin McGavin and True Gulag. Everybody did well, but Gavin McGavin, so there is that. 450 splash from Flamita. So 67 from Brody Lee and Black Twist against Taguchi and Fujinami. And yeah, Taguchi very, very tired towards the end, but again, that Brody Lee Black Taurus team is always fun to have as far as to be able to get some wins. Black Taurus beating Taguchi with Infernal Suplex. 75 for Tamura and Garcia against Juice and Tai Chi. As Tai Chi tapping out Garcia with the Tai Chi clutch. That's a fun win for Tai Chi. Even though, wrong team probably won. Yeah, I knew Okada and Ashino didn't have great chemistry, but I thought this match would still be able to... Oh, it's because of the interference. Huh. Interesting. Usually they don't really hate that finish too much, but yeah, they were not a fan of that. God damn. But that was a brutal tour show. Jesus Christ. On to the final tour show. Hopefully we get back on the right track here going into the New Beginning and Osaka show. Alright, the final Road 2 show. As Kojima passing a microphone work to Hayato Tamura. We got for our main event. Probably, yeah, this Dark Order, Tanahashi, Bushi, Skywalker match. Well, this probably isn't the main, but it's a solid little co-main, though. As Black Taurus is going to be shooting Skywalker in 18 minutes. Maybe Chaos House of Black. Yeah, big ass 8-man. Alrighty, as Okada's going to beat El Kukui in our main event. So yeah, now we don't need this Malachi Black, El Kukui, Ashino, Akira Francesco matchup. So that's fun. But Rushmore against Jude London, Paris De Silva, and Logan Gray, as Roger Strong's going to get the win in 10 minutes. That's a steal of the show matchup. Then Hammerstone, a Lockhart, in a Technical Masterclass matchup, which Hammerstone will be getting the win. We'll be doing as far as... I think we'll have Kosai Fujita. Well, no, we just worked the last show, so yeah, we'll go Yuto Nakashima against... Let's see... maybe Tai Chi. Let's get him on the card. Nice. So our last match that we need to add will probably be... might just go with a normal junior tag match. Might go with the junior tag champs, actually, and Samurai Del Sol and Ryu Lee versus Moriarty and Gresham. Just to kind of see what happens. Yeah, we'll have Ryu Lee beat Moriarty. Unfortunately, for the United Empire side, that is a tough loss. You put that there. So yes, in the venue. So I guess we could, well, probably for the best not to run Kanto. We'll probably just run Kansai. As yeah, we will run the Wakayama Prefectural Gym. And we should be good to go. So yeah, day 4 of the opener. Hammerstone and Lockhart, they have pretty good chemistry, so that's fun. Nice little opener. That's Hammerstone with the Stonebreaker in 1606. 53 for Tai Chi and Yuto Nakashima. Tai Chi gets the win in 10 minutes. 71 for Rushmore and Logan Gray and the Velocities. Stronghold from Roddy. As everybody did really well by Logan Gray. But yeah, the Velocities, they're a hell of a team that we just can't seem to find their footing, unfortunately, with this roster. Because they're super talented. It's Mexa Blood and then Lee Moriarty and Jonathan Gresham. It's Ryu Lee getting the win over Lee Moriarty. Fun match, though. 83, very, very solid for a tour show. 73 for the 6-man Dark Order. Tankman, Hobbs, and Black Taurus against Shun Skywalker, Kota Ibushi, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, Golden Ace. So, solid matchup here. Black Taurus outperforming Shun Skywalker, getting the win. Makes sense. Pretty close match, though. Right decision, though, to have Dark Order get the win. In our main event, an 80. Thank God nobody got hurt. So, Okada the Rainmaker over El Kukui. In a 20-minute matchup, Yo and El Kukui, 51s and 50s. 48 for Rocky. That Chaos team struggling, but they pulled it off thanks to Kazuchika Okada. That is in the books. We probably should have ran Kanto. I don't even know why I thought literally the show is New Beginning in Osaka, and we just could have ran Kanto, no problem. How embarrassing. Well, it is what it is. We should still be able to sell out the Osaka Dome. Well, we'll have to wait and see how that all plays out. But yeah, I mean, Okada, Tyler Black, hell of a main event. Malachi Black and Satoru Shino, I think, is going to deliver, hopefully, there in that case. But yeah, on to the New Beginning in Osaka show. Alright, so we'll take a look and see how the Osaka Dome is taking shape here as far as if it's going to be a sellout or not. It should be, but you never know. As Gresham, brought for Russell's Court, accused of being he's accused of being an hour late to pick up his assigned travel partner. As a late picking up Makabe as the judge. Hiroshi Tanahashi found him guilty and sentenced by drinks. Oh my god, I am all over the place as he sentenced him to pay for his travel partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Boy, oh boy. So yeah, okay, it will be a sellout. No problem. Oh no, it won't be a sellout. God damn it, see. Fucking shit up. God damn it. Alright, well, nonetheless, Tyler Black, Kazuchika Okada. How about that? New Intercontinental Champion Tyler Black beats Kazuchika Okada. Huge win for him. And, as far as Okada goes, I mean, he was talking about wanting to, beat Nakamura and, be the double champ and whatnot. I think overlooking Tyler Black kind of played into the forefront there. As, what a win, though, for Tyler Black. Kazuchika Okada. Hell of a match, hell of a run. Obviously, he's had quite the couple of years with us, obviously. He's been the man and has stayed the man for a long time, but it was time. It was time, to pull the old switcheroo and try to elevate a guy like Tyler Black. Malachi Black, though, against Satoru Shino. Shino will win this one, though. So at least some of the belts are staying with Chaos. Then Juice and Tamura. As Tamura is going to beat Juice Robinson, despite the interference. So this is kind of, I would say, think back to Goldberg versus Raven at, Great American Bash 1998, when they were throwing everything at him. Might have been a Nitro, I don't know why I was thinking it was Great American Bash, but I'm pretty sure it was the Bash, where the Flock was just throwing bodies at him, and he just ran through everybody. And then Raven, too. So it's just kind of that type of thing, where everybody from the Court of Justice is throwing themselves at Tamura, and Tamura's just running through them. Or just trying to make a star here in Tamura. Having, it takes 4 guys that still can't even beat him, type of thing. But that's a fun little match, though. It's a different type of match that we usually see in New Japan. As for SB Kento, we have a new Junior Heavyweight Champion. He's going to beat Kushida, too. What a fucking upset this is. And we're trying to make a guy in SB Kento. His first reign at 23 years old. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Will this, pay off in a big way? We hope so. But Bushi's going to interfere. Misting Kushida. SB Kento going to hit the finish on Kushida with a blinded, misted Kushida. And he's putting him over in a big way. That's a massive win. Kushida's going to be upset with that, though. I could see that. That makes sense. Dark Order versus Tanahashi, Ibushi, and Leona Fujinami, the 6-man tag. Brody Lee's going to beat Fujinami. Obviously building to that tag team title matchup. Then Mexa Blood versus United Empire in a 6-man tag. Samurai Del Sol going to beat Drew Gulak. has a tough break there for United Empire. Mecha Bloods really kind of pushing their weight around that team. Task Force Death, House of Torture. Oh, this 8-man. What in the world? When did we add this? I completely forgot about this. Hold on here. Huh. I thought we were doing the 8-man at the, Okay. Oh, no, we are doing this. Okay, we just completely forgot the, opener, the Robbie Eagles, El Kukui, Rocky, and Yo matchup. Okay, so now I see where we're going with. So Pentagon Jr. is going to be Taiji Shimori. That's a great win for Task Force Death over House of Torture. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch. Perfect. Oh yes, so the Technical Masterclass. Add that, Robbie Eagles, El Kukui, Rocky, and Yo. As we're going to have El Kukui beat Rocky Romero, trying to make a guy. There's 18-minute matchup. Probably should go 16, but it is what it is. How we doing on the booking side of things? So, Liger's being used too much. I know he's got the main, so we'll go ahead and change that out with Nakamura. Cool. Yeah, so there's going to be some angles, post-show stuff. First one, as far as the celebration and the press conference with the new champion and Tyler Black, as they're just laughing like a fucking maniac at just like, nobody believed me, everybody thought, oh, he's going to get ran through Okada like everybody else. He's a different breed, as far as he is a survivor. He's a man that can beat anybody they put in front of him any given night. He proved it's there, as far as beating Okada. As far as he goes, what's next, for House of Black as the Intercontinental Champion? Well, we can only go up from here. As far as I know, the New Japan Cup's coming up, so I get to kick my feet up and relax, head home and enjoy my wife and kids. Because maybe at this point in 2024, maybe there's another one on the way. Who knows? But we don't know the future. But we'll just say, obviously, he's just got the kid. But who knows? Maybe in the future, baby number 2 is going to pop out. But yeah, so just kind of Tyler Black putting himself over, plans for the Intercontinental title, and just saying that he came back. He can walk the walk, he can talk the talk, and he's here to stay. This is not just a flash in the pan. He belongs with the best, type of thing. Then another one. It's going to be SP Kento. As a post-show press conference, as a, ecstatic SP Kento is, jam-packed, being, as far as, being the new junior heavyweight champion. This is so awesome, and just everyone celebrating with him. But out comes Nakamura. And just kind of laughing at these guys celebrating, having to cheat to win. And it's just like, listen, it's supposed to be, we all know the anniversary show gimmick. As far as heavyweight champion, junior heavyweight champion. But fuck that. Nakamura's like, listen, we don't want to hurt the little guy so early after this big win. Obviously, you guys are celebrating. We want to keep the party going. But there's someone that I want to face at the anniversary show. So how about this? Instead, we'll push back our little heavyweight, junior heavyweight matchup for the New Japan Cup. But at the anniversary show, heavyweight title matchup, you, Tetsuya Naito, against me. Naito just, oh shit, Nakamura's like, when I left, you took my spot. He was supposed to be charismatic, badass man that was going to take this promotion to heights that I could even take it. But instead, I've come here after being gone for almost 6 years. Come back, I get a 2-time run as the Intercontinental Champion, and I'm sitting here today as the Heavyweight Champion. Done more in my span in the comeback than you did your entire run here, which is just like, whoa, wait a minute, a bit, and they have to, kind of get separated after a bit of harsh words, as far as Kingdom of Strong Style guys come out, but without Kushida, it's just really put over the misting, and as far as that jazz. But yeah, I think it'd be a fun match to have instead of SB Kento and Nakamura. Have Naito Nakamura for the heavyweight title at the anniversary show, and Naito accepts. So that is a match that has been made. Hiromu and Naito, sure, they lost. It's their chance to be heavyweight tag team champions, but Naito's got a chance to be a fucking heavyweight champion again against Shinsuke Nakamura. I think it's massive. I think it's massive to see. That's for sure. But this is going to be a fun card, though. Nonetheless, I think it's going to deliver, and hopefully we get a great main event out of it. But the opener, 66, Rob Eagles, El Kukui against Yo and Rocky Romero, as Rob Eagles and El Kukui getting the win as El Kukui with the Dream Destroyer over Rocky in 1822. As an 80 for the six-man Mexa Blood and United Empire. Yami Makabe did well, Gresham not so much, but Ryu Lee, Samurai Del Sol, and Dorada are killing it right now. Mexa Blood's really going on a run right now that is pretty impressive to see. As Samurai Del Sol, the rising son of a Drew Gulak, makes sense. He was the worst guy in the match. As an 88 for the 8-man, Task Force Death and House of Torture, Pentagon Jr. tapping out Taiji Shimura at the cross arm bar. It's a great win for Pentagon Jr. We're trying to get him back into the good graces of things. It's kind of been struggling a little bit, but he'll get there. He'll get there for sure. 89 for Dark Order and Fujinami with Golden Ace. Brody pinning Fujinami with a running big boot. Nice little six-man matchup. Fujinami, worst guy in the match. Again, makes sense. He takes the fall. 68 for SB Kento and Kushida. Kushida takes the brainbuster after the mist. And SB Kento's the new junior heavyweight champion. Big win in the Osaka Dome. Pretty massive. Pretty massive indeed. And our next title matchup, New Japan Strong Openweight title matchup, Heiharu Tamura, Juice Robinson, at 86. So that's fun that all the interference, he overcomes it all, just runs through everybody in the court of justice, and fucking justice is served with a jackhammer. As that's just the visual of that idea in that match is pretty fun. I don't know if the New Japan audience would love that type of match, but as far as making a monster, it's fucking awesome. So there is that. An 84 for Malachi Black and Shotaro Ashino. Obviously, Ashino gonna get the win there. Reverse cross armbar. It's his second defense of the heavyweight title. In the main event, a 91 Tyler Black beating Kazuchika Okada with God's Last Gift in 34-23. What a win! First of all, not a lot of guys can say they've beaten Kazuchika Okada in the main event for a title. Not a lot of people. And Tyler Black doing that in a big way. Feel like this is it's a tough one because it's the shocker in Osaka type of thing. I don't think a lot of people expected Tyler Black to beat him. But also, it's tough because I've loved Okada's run as an Intercontinental Champion. It was different. It was something that we kind of strayed away from because everyone kind of would have him have an Intercontinental title run. But at this point, in 2024, wouldn't be surprised if he does have an Intercontinental title run type of thing. But to lose to Tyler Black at the main event, it could go either way. I think a lot of people could probably look at the Japanese native talent and losing in the main event as a tough blow, but I personally, and also New Beginning in the U.S. with, as far as AJ Styles beating Shibata in that main event as well, I could see it, but just personally, I think this is a great moment to have House of Black really prove that they're a credible threat and that they are here to stay. The post-show press conference goes okay, but yeah, then setting up Naito and Nakamura for the anniversary show, for the heavyweight title. So that's a major main event. To see, it's crazy that we only got a 90, but it is what it is. The main event didn't deliver as much as I wanted it to, but the junior title matchup stunk. So there is that, but it gives SB Kento some time to build up before the Nakamura match. I think it's just a win-win all around. But yeah, we gotta put over Okada And try to think who else was upset that they had to lose to somebody. Oh, Kushida, that's right. But yeah, fun show. Fun show. New champions. I think it went over pretty well. And so that will do it for this episode, of course. Episode 69 in the books. As yeah, episode 70 is going to be the anniversary show. But got a major title match now for the first time at an anniversary show in a long-ass time. Probably, I could only imagine when was the last time they had a heavyweight title match up at the anniversary show. It's been a long time. At least a solid 10 years. Probably a little bit more at this rate, at 2024. Because I want to say that became a thing in 2011? Could be wrong on that. But yeah, thank you all for watching. And we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.